Hello and welcome back to Women's Football Talk, the YouTube channel that brings you all the latest news and stories from around the world of women's football. Now, before we get into today's video, make sure you like and subscribe and turn on the post notification bell so you never miss a video of ours. So today we're going to be looking at the Champions League semi-finals that take place on Saturday. First up, it is Chelsea versus Barcelona over in Barcelona at 12:30 UK time. So this is going to be a very interesting matchup. Emma Hayes' side are looking to get back to winning ways after a poor last two games, losing to Manchester United in the FA Cup semi-final and obviously losing to Arsenal in the Conti Cup before the international break. However, they did play in midweek against Aston Villa and picked up a victory there, so that's a good bit of news for Emma Hayes' side in terms of trying to get back to winning ways. Whilst Barcelona, they haven't played since last weekend where they got a comfortable victory in Liga F and will continue to dominate that league as they went past 102 goals this past weekend after they beat Villarreal. So it's going to be an interesting matchup. Obviously, the Final Four is always the best teams left in the competition. These two sides met in the 2022-23 semi-finals, which obviously Barcelona won 2-1 on aggregate to advance through to the final, and then they obviously met a couple of years back in the 2020-2021 final where Barcelona again won 4-0. Now this is the only trophy left for Emma Hayes that she hasn't yet won, and she'll be eager for her side to lift that trophy at the end of May in Bilbao. And obviously coming up against Barcelona, it's always going to be a difficult task for Chelsea. They are the best side in Europe, or if not the second best. Obviously we've seen what Lyon can also do, and the way Jonathan Heraldo sets the side up is always hard for Chelsea to combat and come up against. I'm really interested to see how the sides line up in this one, because you look at Barcelona, the players that they've got available: Salma Parayuela, Carolina Graham-Hansen, who's been incredible. Obviously the midfielders of Aitana Bonmachi, Kira Walsh, Mariana Caldente, just to name a few. And then you look at the Chelsea side, they've had Myra Ramirez playing quite well at recent weeks. Aggie Beaver-Jones has been fantastic all season. Lauren James, who's been playing well in games for Chelsea this season. You then look at Erin Cuthbert, who'll be a little bit further back in the midfield. So both teams are going to have really exciting battles. I think it's just going to be down to who can finish off their chances the best. Barcelona obviously know how to score the goals. I said they've scored over 100 goals in Liga F. They're looking dominant in everything that they're doing. Chelsea have had a bit of a purple patch in terms of winning games until their game midweek, but you got to take that all out of consideration and just focus on the 90 minutes that are at hand here on Saturday lunchtime. And it's going to be an absolutely fantastic game between the two sides. However, I think I would just give Barcelona the slight edge just because of their pure dominance of how they've been playing in Liga F this season and as well in the Champions League. So I'd give them the slight edge in this one, and obviously being at home, Barcelona always look to get the job done, and I think again it'll be one of them where they'll be hoping that they can get it done in this first 90 minutes and then have it a bit easier for themselves in the return legs. Now the second game is obviously the all-French tie between Lyon and Paris St-Germain. Kickoff is at 6 PM UK time. News out of Lyon this week, it was that Ada Hegerberg has extended her contract with the club until 2027. There had been some rumours of potentially being on a move. It seemed like every transfer window, at least over the last couple, there'd been rumours of her potentially leaving Lyon, but that has been put to rest by her signing a new contract. Now obviously it's an all-French battle. Lyon last weekend against Saint Etienne got a 6-1 victory, whilst PSG were held to a 3-3 draw against EA Guingamp. So PSG aren't heading into it with obviously perfect form, because obviously you don't want to be drawing against a lesser side such as EA Guingamp, where you've got Lyon who know how to score goals and know how to get everything done. And obviously with Sonia Bompasta being rumoured to be the next Chelsea manager, how much are Lyon wanting to send her off with the perfect way to end her season? Obviously with the league title over in France and then a Champions League title as well would be a fantastic way to end her time in Lyon with the French side. PSG, on the other hand, obviously they've been to the finals before. They've had that bit of a hump in the Champions League recently, so they'll be wanting to get over that. The last meeting between these two sides was back in February, where they drew 1 apiece, and then Lyon got the winner earlier on in the season in the game in Paris back in October. So it's going to be something, I think it's going to be really interesting midfield battle. You look at the likes of Lindsay Horan, Daniela van der Donk, Jackie Groenen, who's coming back from injury for PSG, Corbin Albert, who I'd expect to play a big part for PSG in this one. Then obviously you look at the forward line of PSG. You got Marie Antoinette Katoto, Lika Martins, Tabitha Chawinga, and then obviously everyone knows what Lyon are capable with their forward line of Karida Giudiani, Ada Hegerberg, Delphine Cascarino, who's come back from injury and looked absolutely fantastic in the Champions League as well. So I think we've got 2 really good battles to look forward to this Saturday. So the first legs are Barcelona at home against Chelsea at 12:30 UK time, and Lyon versus PSG at 6 PM UK time, with the second legs taking place next Saturday and Sunday. And obviously next week we'll look more into those second legs and back at the first legs. In the meantime, we have WSL action here in England. I'll just go through the fixtures quickly so you have an idea of what to look forward to. So you've got Brighton and Everton taking place tonight in the WSL, then one game tomorrow between Bristol City and Liverpool, and the other 3 games taking place on Sunday. We have Manchester United versus Tottenham, Arsenal versus Leicester, and Manchester City versus West Ham United. So plenty of action to look forward to over the next couple of days. In the meantime, make sure you like and subscribe and turn on the post notification bell so you never miss a video of ours. Make sure you're following us on Twitter and on Instagram. Just search Women's Football Talk on both and we'll see you there. And follow us on our article website, womensfootballtalk.substack.com, where we'll have articles out around the Champions League and looking at anything else that comes out in the world of women's football, and our podcasts as well. Search Women's Football Talk on any podcast website. We'll have a preview of the Champions League that's already out, and we'll have a reflection of the Champions League games next week as well.